We thank God for the whole week, for preserving us, for His divine protection, for His grace, and for bringing us here today. And I'm with my guest, Nyagudi Shege. She will say hi in a few. And today, and this is your host, Shiko Kimani, and this is God of Wonder TV, where we refill, refresh, and reset with the word to the nations. Today, we want to talk about phones in families. Phones, like, is your phone private? Should your phone be private? Or because I know the word of God says when a man leaves his own home and a woman leaves his own home, they come together and they become one flesh. And then there is, I think phones have brought so many breakups in marriage. Relationships have gone under the water. The marriages have gone under the water just because of a phone. And today we want to discuss, should a phone be private? Should we know that yes, we are one flesh, but you can never touch my phone? What is really happening? If you've seen most of the loyalty tests that are going on YouTube, most of them are, many marriages are breaking because of that phone. Most people are cheating. Most people feel the other partner doesn't have a right to touch my phone or to use my phone, because as people say, ile kitu natafuta kwa simu utakipata. Should it be that way? And today with my guest, we want to delve more on that, as she tells us whether our phone should be private or we are allowed to share with our spouses, or what is this phone thing about in marriage. Yes, Nyagodi Shege. Karibu
Hi.
sana.
Asante sana, Shiko.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for granting our invitation to come.
Okay.
Yes, just say hi to our viewers, introduce yourself. Yes.
Hi, everyone. As you've heard, my name is Sanyagode Chege. I am a counselor, and I am a guest. I'm sure many of you know me through God of Wonder TV, and it's a privilege to be here. We've walked a journey. I hope it's been making us better through the help of God.
Yes.
And as I keep on saying, that we are ambassadors of Christ. So as we hear, let us not be those people that Christ talked about. And he said that they have ears, but they don't hear. They have eyes and they don't see.
Yeah,
So it's an honor again, Shiko, to be right here this week. And we look forward to a better week.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks so much and welcome to this space.
Thank you.
We've always felt honored by your presence, by your invite, and agreeing to come and talk to us. Yes, and today I want us to talk about phones, kwa sababu simu zimeharibu marriages, kwa sababu kila mtu anasema chochote unatafuta kwa hiyo simu utakipata. Should it be that way really? Kwa sababu if you're cheating na ni find you're cheating, is it really the phone the cause? Au ni you as a person should be blamed? Kwa sababu phone is just a gadget. Na whatever I have allowed here, it seems I have entertained it. And whatever I'm not telling you about what is in this phone, it's because I'm not okay with it. Kwa sababu if whoever chats me or whoever talks to me, whether it's my colleague at work, whether it's a friend, I think I should be open, you as my wife or you as my husband, to tell you, like, I have a friend called Shiko. I met her, this and this and this, and there is nothing wrong. I don't see anything wrong with me being friends with Shiko or something, instead of kuficha kwa simu, and then I find some weird text on this phone, then you assume hungechukua hiyo simu, ulikuwa unatafuta nini kwa hiyo simu yangu? Like the saying goes, ile kitu unatafuta utaipata. So is it the phone to blame, or is it me as a person to blame, au najificha under this phone na blame simu, au na kublame kushika simu yangu, au ni wewe hasa
mimi ndio shida mwenye nimechukua simu yako?
Mimi mwenye nafanya mambo si poa, kwa sababu simu doesn't cheat. You as a person cheats, but the messages of your cheating, your wife or your hubby ataipata kwa nini?
Kwa simu.
Na that's why hutaki mimi niguze hii simu yako, kwa sababu you know what is in there. It can break this marriage. Yes. So most of the people wanasema, au unapata simu iko na password ka 10, kwa sababu whatever is in here, their memories you don't want to delete. Maybe with the other person. So I'm hiding this phone na kuweka patterns na kuficha ile ya mimi sitaki na sitaki guze hii simu yangu. So most of the people nowadays, kwa sababu most of the marriages zimekuwa broken just because of hii simu. Like 5 years marriages, 10-year marriages. But sasa I'm wondering, is the phone to blame, or the person who is cheating, or who is doing 1, 2, 3?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, it's a very interesting topic, and I like the fact that we have to discuss about phones in our marriages and in our families. I have an opinion, and I strongly hold that opinion.
Okay.
Your phone is your phone. My phone is my phone. A phone is like a shoe. Just because I'm your wife, I do not wear your shoe.
True.
Where your shoe takes you, I do not go.
True.
And so if I have to walk where your shoe is walking, I may not like the places you're going.
True.
It will bring trouble. True. And if I do not wear your shoe, however personal it is, however married we, despite the fact that we are married, then I need to keep off your phone. Because the moment, as I say, that which you're looking for, you will find it. So by the time you as a person who is holding the phone, who is having to go through the other person's phone, you have a problem. You are the person who has the problem first, not even the owner of the phone. Because sometimes you will go, I have had cases where people have gone through the other person's phone and they found nothing, but just there was just something to have an issue about. Something that did not bring out light. There will always be issues. Whether the person is communicating with the other person verbally, one-on-one, or through the phone, or whether they're chatting. And the moment you start having an issue that you cannot take your other spouse's phone and go through them, you will always find something. And so before you get there, can you keep off? If you have an issue, can you sit me down, call me for a meeting and tell me, babes, I don't like this. I am feeling insecure with this person having to call you. I am feeling insecure with you being on phone, even when we're at night, even when we're in bed. I am being insecure because of us. Every time we get in the house, we're just chatting. I am feeling a little bit insecure because every time you have to be out, every time there's a call that comes through, you get out. Take my answer, Shiko. Because whether you take my answer or not, whether I am cheating or not will not change what you think about me.
True.
You're going through my phone will not change what I perceive about you as my wife.
But again, nikipata una cheat, I'll find something.
You know, I may not really have, so many people are cheating out there, but nothing. You cannot trace anything on their phones.
True.
People are doing that. And let me tell you something about the psychology of men versus the psychology of women. I will send a message to a man. It will be so hard for that man to tell me something or to just go mute on me. the ego of a man will not allow him to do that. So he will respond back even when he doesn't really mean it. Even when he doesn't really mean it. Men will cheat out there when for sure they don't even love that woman. Just for the physical satisfaction after that, they're done. We have heard of such cases.
Sure.
But women will have emotional attachments to them. What am I trying to say? I will send a message to someone. It will be so hard for that man to tell me, I don't understand what you're saying. A man will always play a man. A man will always play the lion of the jungle. So you, and I can assure you, that man has no intention of meeting that woman. For real. And if they have even gone to extents of even meeting with that woman, they never even went to bed. They just had coffee. The woman sent a text, we had a good time. And the man will say, oh yeah, I think it was a good time. Thanks. Period. Probably they never even had to say thanks. Because a man will not want to sound conclusive on a certain relationship or on a relationship. He wants to keep it open as a man. That is just who he is. Now, you as the woman, you have come. You have gone through the phone. You have found chats. And the man, let me tell you, he will be as genuine as genuine can be. It is not what you're thinking. And he has no other reason. He has no earthly reason to tell you, you see, I couldn't do this. We were chatting with her, but I meant no business. And that is why most relationships are coming to an end. You know why? Because rarely will you hear a man saying that I went through a woman's phone. Do you even hear that?
No.
Because a man knows he might come through chats that were not even meant to be what they were. Because a man knows who he is. But a woman will always go through a man's phone. I told you, women, we can be what? We are likened to
time bomb.
Not even a woman is like a bee. A woman will give you sweetness, and a woman can sting you. So you need to be very wary of a woman. So why go through your man's phone? A phone is a personal thing. Before I got married, my mother warned me. She told me, never go through your husband's phone. You will never know all your relatives, all the relatives of your husband's side. They'll come a cousin who they met somewhere or they went coffee with, and then here you are, you're busy lamenting who is it that they're chatting with. My mother warned me, never, ever go through your husband's phone. And I'll tell you for free, I have never taken my husband's phone like this to go through it. Because that which you're looking for, however small it is, you will find it. So the issue of people going through their husband's phone, we have not had men complaining at you, I went through my wife's phone, as if they're not jealous. Men are jealous. They kill for jealousy. But they know their places because they know they'll even be a man that is just malicious, who has no even any intention. He has no good earthly intention to be flirting with their wife. But the moment they go through that phone, they know what they can find. So I will urge people one thing. Phones are killing marriages.
Yes.
The other thing we need to be very wary of these phones is keeping off phones when you are in your home. For crying out loud, Shiko, you've had a whole 8 hours to be away from home. 8 good hours. You'll be home for 4 hours before you sleep. Maximum 4 hours. Because if you have to go to bed probably 10 latest, you have 6, you have 7, 8, 9, 3 hours. Can we learn to keep our phones from home? Like I know I have gotten home. Let me now, you can even put silent. Put it wherever. Just put it wherever. For us, we have had a policy. Now, we resolved. We are having a family phone. I'll give that family line. Inaka hapo. When my mother can't get me on my line, kuna ile yenye napigiangwa kelele hapo katulun. Everyone receives it through that phone. Because if you're not careful, Shiko, phones, this small gadget here is making many homes bleed. Very many homes are bleeding just because of a phone. You get to your house, you have to chat. Why? Just because of this thing, you can always keep it off. The other thing it is doing, it is injuring even our relationship with our children. I learned one thing, and my son told me this one day, and that is the day we resolved to having that kind of solution. We decided, he told us, Mom, every time you come from home, and this time we were working on a project, so it was eating so much of my time. So even at home, I'm having to look at something, I'm having to respond to something, I'm having to work at something. So I was working like almost 18 hours a day. So my son tells me, Mom, every time we come from school, you're just on phone. You know, that day I wanted to tell you something, but you told me to wait. I can't even remember I told him to wait. Then I realized, oh my God, kumbe this thing is actually damaging. I decided, wakitoka wakienda shule, I will be working on it. When they're coming home, ata mimi close office. It is time to bond with my children. Let them tell me how their day was. Let them tell me how they spent their, how bad their day was, how good their day was, what was the best moment of your day, the worst moment of your day. Let us have that. Let us do homework. Let us fix dinner. But this business of people having to chat their phones through and social media, the thing is, whatever, there's new content created this second, the next minute another is creating content. You'll never run out of content.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. In any case, whatever has just been created right now is history. The next minute someone will create something better. If you'll be late tomorrow, you'll find something fresher than what is here now. So if we can learn to keep off from our phones, because it is damaging both our relationship with our children and our relationship with our spouses.
But again, I'm thinking this man comes home late.
Yes.
At maybe from 11 there. He doesn't provide.
Yes.
Most of the time, a call, there is this call that comes and he goes out. And then you're so much suspicious what is really happening. Then you take the phone to check what is happening. But why should it be private? Why should just a phone be like, have seen people who say, like, my hubby can stay with my phone the whole day. Like, we can even exchange phones.
Yes.
Yes. And there is no alarm to that.
Yes.
But now, I don't feel, why shouldn't I just be free with my husband's phone? So, like, he has entrusted me so much with the children, with
his bank account.
Yes.
So, and then when you get the phone, do you think you're the only one who has eyes to see your husband?
Not really.
Oh.
But at least I know when I see whatever he responded to that.
So what value will it add to you?
Of course I'll know something.
And then if you find out who gets injured at the end of the day?
I'm the one.
Thank you.
And he's the one too.
No, he won't really get injured. So you found it's upon you now to decide whether you will forgive or you don't forgive, whether you will forget and don't forget. Otherwise, for him, the only thing is that I was caught. But he doesn't have insecurity issues. He's continuing to trust you. He didn't go through your phone. He doesn't have insecurity issues. Insecurity kills. It's like a root. It crawls on your soul. Anytime you'll be insecure about anything and everything. Hata akitoka tu akuje na mkate kwa nyumba, uko zile sijui kama tumepatana na mweni hapo nje kabla ingie kwa nyumba.
Kweli hapo.
That is the thing. Lakini yeye hayuko huko, by the way. For sure amendea mkate amerudi. So if you learn to keep off your husband's phone. I have known my husband for 12 years and I have never gone through his phone. I have never gone through it. Even when I felt, should I? But I remember that which I'm looking for, however small it is. You know these phones and the messages that go through. Let me use that. Then you need the slogan. It's like a time bomb. It's like a small bomb. A bomb is not big. Usually you'll find like a small thing like this. Hata tear gas yenye tunarushianga huko kwa town. Utapata tu katia gas kalirushwa kanatoshana hivi. Lakini ile effect no lot ita affect hapo. Itachukua such a big coverage. Utashanga kale kitu kadogo hivi kalikuwa kamebeba kitu kubwa hivyo. That is a thing. Utasoma tu ka message kadogo hivi, it will crawl to your soul, it will eat you up, it will kill you. Can you avoid your husband's phone? No one is told to avoid their wife's phone, by the way.
They just do it.
The men do it. Men are not fishy. Men are just men have a way of doing their things. And that is why they lead nations. They're not even petty. So what is the point? Am I here with her in the house? Yes. Is she the mother of my children? Yes. So that which you're looking for, if you don't find it, the better. But I'm telling you, even if you will not find it, when you start looking for it, you will continue looking for it.
Something to trigger you.
Let me tell you, if you don't find it now, you will wonder how calculative is he? You will look for it next week. You will give yourself a break of 7 days. And if you don't find it, Shiko, you will still look for it. And before 3 months are over, Shiko, you will find it. It may not even be so much, Shiko. It may just be a trail of many conversations. Mbona naongea naye leo? Na jioni pia alikuwa ameongea. Ai? Na ni job tu. Ai, udem wa ofisi. Kwani ni yeye tu kwa ofisi nyo na chat naye sana. Na maybe tu amechat naye because boss amepita na maybe there was something they found fishy. Akaandika tu, I don't like the way he looks today. Dem akachora hapo ka smiley face. Na ukachora ka smiley face. Really? Na maybe by the way they're just friends in the office. Just those people that make the moment lighter when it's tough in the office. They just have those people wenye wanaangalia nanga tu na hivi. Wanajua tu leo boss ameingia, leo ni kubaya. Na wakiangalia na tu moment na kwa tu easy. Wanajua today we are going to be grilled, but she is married and he is married. And they both respect boundaries. Lakini tu hiyo chat yenye imerushwa tu hapo, umeanza, who is she? So what does she do? So now, why were you smiling at each other? Shiko, can we keep off phones? And let me tell you, the moment it's destructive at the spouse level, it's also destructive at your children's level. Because wewe kitu yako kila time unapiganga tu simu all the time. So let us keep away from our spouses' phones. That is just a nugget of wisdom, eh? Let us keep from our. If you feel something is not right, can you pray? You know, this thing of prayer looks like a scam, eh? It looks like a joke. True. But until when people will realize that when you pray about anything that you feel insecure about, it's not like even coming to a counselor and speaking to her or to him. True. The weight that is carried away after you make a prayer and you cry out your heart to God and you tell God, I have insecurity issues. Lord, I pray that God, you may help me to be trusting in you in all moments. Let me tell you, Shiko, a heavy load comes out of you and you start trusting, you start seeing life at a totally different light. Okay? Can we learn to pray to God when you feel insecure? Can we learn to communicate? You know, communication seems like such an inni. And you don't communicate like we nani. Can you communicate like adults? You know, I say people have such, you know, we have people what do you call them? Hypocrites. Sure. The way you will speak to your husband, to your boss, Shiko, can you kindly also speak the same to your husband? The way you communicate to your spouse, you cannot go to your spouse and start telling ati mbona nasikia huku mnasema simtaka kunifuta, mnataka kunifutia nini? No. That is not the way you speak to your husband. To your husband, you sit down with him, ask him, there is something that I am feeling uncomfortable with. I don't know whether I am right or I am wrong. Can you please help me to? I happened when your phone was there, I saw a chat come through. I'm sorry I had to check, and it's been disturbing me for a while. I didn't go through the rest of the message because it just popped in Apotuju. Can you kindly, is there something I need to worry about? If there isn't, probably just have insecurity issues. Clarify for me so that I can get peace in my heart. Your husband will clarify. But ukianza kumwambia I think you're cheating on me, I saw someone up, I didn't even need to go through it because I know what is happening. Shiko, trouble will find you. It will not hit your husband. You should find them talking. I hope you have seen the memes going around. when you're there, you're wondering what your husband is. Na yako tu hapo busy and wako na my boys, they're just laughing over nothing. Yes.
So no matter what,
live.
It should be private.
Yes.
As in private.
If you cannot wear your husband's shoe and go to it at work, it is that private. Ni zako, no one is asking you, ni zenyu. But utavaa kiatu ya bwana kwanza kurandaranda nayo huko ushange kwenye inakupeleka. Just can you leave your husband's phone? It is a private affair.
Unajua kuna wakati mwingine
hata mkipendanaje uvangi box ya bwana yako unatembea nayo kazini unaenda na yao.
Sure.
It will not fit you, my dear, and if it will not be comfortable. Can you leave? It is private.
So hata ukuwa na those moments you feel like, unajua kuna zile time una feelingi, most of the time una feel ai hapana. Kuna vile mpaka unaanza kuambiwa stories, kulikuwa sijui wapi, wameonekana na nani, and you would like to look for evidence.
Then you will find the evidence. If you've become the CIA, you consult. Me where I am Shiko, I have not found a woman coming to tell me about my husband. The moment you open a small door like this,
true.
They will lead you to hell, Shiko. Oh, ati unajua sijui alikuwa na maboys wagani. So what?
Okay.
So what? Then umejua. Then you leave. See, then you leave. If you cannot trust him, if you feel it was bad for him to hang out with them, see, then you leave. You leave. Uone. You know in Kikuyu we say nyumba ya modoromede kakatia. Dia waki omwaki. Hiyo jioni atakula tu. Na if possible, hata mtu akufanyia nyumba ipate joto ikitakuwa. So tafadhali, it is unfortunate that I have to say this, but women have a notion in their heads that they're irreplaceable. You will live your husband's life and another woman will come. However miserable, they will still be in that house.
True.
Yes. And it is unfortunate because I think as men age, there's a grace that just, they even look better as they age. But as women age, no one wants them.
True.
Yes, it is a reality.
Sure.
Yes, right now we have so many sugar daddies. Na bado wako, na bado nazalisha. Ni sugar mami wangapi sahi wanaza? They are getting out. Their time is whatever. So watch our scare story, Shiko. And can we stop letting people come in our homes and telling us what our spouses are doing out there?
Okay.
Unless wanaishi binguni kwenye hakuna mashida, wanalalanga huko arusubua na rukia hapa. Can we stop having people coming to tell us so our husbands waliwaona ati alimwona na msichana sijui akifanya nini? Hata mwenye anaenda kupeleka hiyo maneno yeye ndio nani sasa?
Wow. So viewers, you've heard. I thought it was different.
You thought we need to check on phones?
Yes,
I thought it was manners. That is bad manners.
I thought if we are free, we have nothing to hide.
Whether we are free or not, keep off phones.
All right, guys.
Yes.
I know we have learned together.
Yes.
Yes, and we have come to the end of our show today. And give us a parting shot, your parting shot on these phones, on these gadgets.
On these gadgets?
Yes.
This is what I will say about the phone. However lovely or whatever kind of relationship you have with your husband, whether good or bad, our phones can never make it better. When you go to sneak into your spouse's phone, it can only make situations worse. However good, whether you trust your husband or you don't trust your husband. And by the time you're getting to those limits, you are the problem and not him. And I told you, Shiko, even as an emoji like this is enough, can trigger anything.
Sure.
Just an emoji. Yes.
And from you have learned, what I've learned, our viewers, is that, yes, whatever you're looking for, you'll find. And then again, there is that insecurity. When you open that door,
yes,
it's like you have entered
it takes you to hell.
miserable life,
Yes.
like the rest of your life, because you'll always be wanting to check on your hubby phone or
Yes.
your woman's phone,
Mhm.
because your mind, ile kitu unatafuta, if you don't get, unafikiria anavuta, like ana delete the messages, au how comes, hata hachatingi au haflat na anyone out there, how comes, na tukienda na yeye, like the way you kwa mlively au kusalimia watu, you know, so you feel there is something he's hiding.
Yes.
So yes,
who is the problem?
Now the woman.
Thank you.
The one who's
checking on the phone.
Checking on the phone.
Yes.
And I feel enyewe,
they need to work on themselves.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, work on your security issues.
So whenever you feel the need to check on your hubby phone or your woman's phone, it's the insecurity.
Yes, in you
that is really triggering.
Yes.
Whatever you want to look. Kwa sababu enyewe, most of the husbands, most of the men don't even care who is on your phone,
they
who
don't
you
have time
chat
for
with.
that.
Just you tell them, huyu ni friend yangu, anaitwa labda jina, unawambia, and that will be it.
Yes.
Hutaimpata na hiyo insecurity issues ati anataka kucheck your phone. It's only the women. Akienda shower
unachukua simu. How do even people survive with that kind of behavior?
Wengine nasikianga ati
akilala.
One of my aunts alikuwa atatuambia sasa alikuwa anachukua akilala anaenda nini na simu yake.
Sasa akikutwa
choo na simu yake. Si sasa amelala hata jua. So si sasa ana go through the messages. Alafu zingine anajitumia kwa simu yake. Ndio sasa anamconfront.
Then
they just fight.
That is the
and
thing.
Trust me, that marriage is never the same again, because kuna vita imeingia, kuna ile every time akichelewa, I know you have been
the seed, the one you call the seed, you have already planted a seed, and let me tell you, it grows to a tree that you never able to control. I am telling you, hata kama bwanako ameenda kusalamia mama yake, uko zile za kwani mama yake wamekaa naye aje mpaka sasa na mama yake. And I'm telling you, sometimes you are the one who prods the wife, your husband, to some of those things. Now you have complained because Jen in the office alimtumia a smiley emoji. Nata juu walitumia na smiley emoji saa ngapi, because the scenario in the office was different. Aya, umeanza kumconfront about Jen. Akiget kwa ofisi anaanza kuangalia by the Jen on a different light. Kumbe tunaweza flat, as in you've planted a seed even on your husband's nini. And then the devil is waiting for such kind of nini. Ask anyone who has ever started a fight about the phone. That marriage is never again. Never the same again. Never. The devil is always waiting for that moment. That moment that you will raise an issue about the phone, about a text or a call. Ask anyone. They regret the day they checked their spouse's phone. Wow. They regret the day, because that is the devil is very witty. The devil is he's a schemer. And now he has known of the many things that I need to work about of the many strategies I need to destroy marriages. The phone is one of them.
Sure.
And I'm telling you, I have spoken to people, Shiko, who genuinely didn't even have any idea about even what their wives were speaking about. And that is why every time I keep on saying, can you live your marriage in your own cocoon? Don't care about what is happening at your core. Sijui whose marriage sijui did what. Sijui whose marriage did what. I don't want to know whose marriage has failed because of what. That is not my business. My business is my marriage. Is it working? For a minute, I feel as if as guys, we fight about different kind of fights. We don't fight about what is fought out there. Because every time you think about how Jane's marriage, what is happening in Jane's marriage, you will replicate it in your own marriage. Hey, nilisikia hata Jane akisema ati alikuwa hata husband yake alikuwa na a new folder kwa phone. Hata alikuwa amesave nani sijui aje. Let me tell you, that which you're looking for, the devil is a schemer. You will find it. And that is what I'm saying. By the time you get to those levels, never confront your husband without praying. And don't confront. Never, ever, ever without praying, and not for 1 day or 2 days, until you feel you're ready. And sometimes you may not even need to feel that you're ready. Sometimes you may not even need to talk about it. Never. Because your husband, you've started issuing about Jane. Then one day your husband will go to the office and start telling Jane, hey, me jana manze wife ameleta juu. Mbona? Because they are friends. They're just general friends in the office. You understand how it works. Then Jane akozile za guy. Sitomwambia hakuna. Let me tell you, the devil is a destroyer. All the, the phones are like ni kama kaki matching matchstick.
Matchstick.
Inakishanga tu kamoto kadogo hivi. Then it will burn an entire forest. That is what the phones are. The moment umeplant nini yako kwa Jane in your husband's mind, your husband will start wondering, kwani Jane looks any different? Let me tell you, Jane will start looking different. Jane will definitely start looking. And that is why I'm saying, never, ever can you learn to go to God and tell God, God, I think I have an issue. I think I'm feeling so insecure. And God, God, I want you to guide me. Give me the light. Lighten the burden in my heart. I don't know who this woman is. Prayers changes things. It will lighten your heart. It will change your circumstance. It will change your situation.
Wow.
Jane atenda apatiwe haba yako atenda ameambia Jane, by the way, wife wangu jana amejam sabi yako. I don't know why she was angry, because also your husband needs someone to wakumsaidia light hii burden ikuwe lighter, because amekasirika. Hata nyamaza. So joke na Jane, general jokes. Anamwambia manzi, mbona nataka tufikiria? Mwambie hakunaga story. Shiko, you don't know the devil. Story nanzanga hapo. But then Jen, I think ni understanding. You started it. My fellow ladies and wives, kindly let us keep off from her. If you don't wear his boxers, ni zenyu, lakini yake ni yake.
True.
If you don't wear his shoes, ni zenyu, lakini yake ni
yeah.
Hata simu ni zenyu, but keep off from your husband's phone. True. In red, bold, underlined, and italic. Let us keep off from our husband's phone, because the seed that you plant, you shall for sure reap of it.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you for that enlightening.
Thank you, Shiko.
Have been enlightened, because I felt like
ni
yetu. And we are free and we are close and we have nothing to hide. So I can just check on your phone. Imagine. Just as a wish. You can do the same too.
Yes.
But I've learned, enyewe, let it be private.
Yes.
Kwa sababu something you won't understand where the whatever they are discussing came from.
Yes.
And just that emoji. And there is those who send, your hubby anaweza kuwa au your wife anaweza kuwa hana those intentions, but this chick maybe akona intention, anamtumia to love emojis.
Yes.
And all that. And that was never.
Yes.
And it has never crossed your hubby's mind. And then sasa wewe unaona una feel ai sasa unaanzisha kitu yenye you don't even have foundation ya kuteta, so ni ukweli, because as they say ni ukweli, whatever you're looking for you'll find it.
Yes.
So it has been a good one. It has been an enlightening one, and we thank God that we have our counselor here, have learned something so much about phones. And yes, I thank God. And as we wind up, and we wish you all the best for the rest of the week. And this is God of Wonder TV, where we refill, refresh, and reset with the word to the nation. This is your show, A Walk with God, and this is your host, Shiko Kimani. And bye-bye till next time. Say kwaheri to our viewers.
Okay, bye-bye, guys, and have a lovely week ahead.